Well, Kurt, you've been really kind to take this interview. Thank you. One of the things that seems like a really prolific part of our relationship is we've shared more or less a decade of life together. We've shared all of the different strata that are formed inside of a company from startup through growth and eventually exit. But you're also a family man, the beautiful wife and just a great gaggle of sons who I've met and just adore. That's a lot of balancing right there. The startup, the growth, the exit, with your other full-time job being at home with a wife and family. So how has that been for you? And has our relationship been instructive in that way, in any way, shape, or form?
Man, yeah, I think that's the other half of our relationship. I don't know how most people look at executive coaches, but for me, it's all of me needs help. Not, and I don't like to just silo my business and my family and my personal life. And so I've really, really appreciated you being there for me personally as well as professionally. When I was forced to start my last company, had $1,000 in my bank, couldn't cover the mortgage, didn't know what else to do, right? And this investor group said, well, we'll pay your bills immediately. Come on, just do it. So, I wouldn't recommend that. I had 4 boys. My youngest at the time was about 4. And then my oldest at the time was about 9. So I had 4 boys between 4 and 9 when you first met them. And, you did things that I wouldn't expect of a normal coach, where you would buy tickets to their talent show for their hip hop, right? I mean, you did that every year, and they always had you on their list. Who's gonna call Mr. Roger? And for the most part, that's been Hudson. And you would coach them. They didn't even know it, but they're receiving coaching. I think Hudson was probably 6. So from 6 to, now he's 15. But it's been a tremendous value. It's been of tremendous value to me to have you there, whether it's in person or on the phone or via text, where we can talk about raising our sons. I've heard you, talk about raising your boys to now, you have family that's getting married. To our relationships with our wives, we've shared. You coached me on that and been available to me for questions and help. As you go through a startup, sometimes you're working 10, 15, 17 hours a day. And so to me, I would be unsuccessful as a businessman if I lost my family, or my family was just as important. And so that was important to try to figure that out. And I've been very imperfect and haven't figured that out, but you've helped me stay in the game and be a better father and be a better husband. So I'm a better businessman, a better husband, and a better father because of Roger Boone. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Thank you, Kurt. It's a joy of my life that depth coaching always takes me deep. And it's sort of self-evident, but just reflecting on your words, they help even to form this pattern that's present in my practice, which is that at least 50% of the relationship with the client is this stuff, because all of my clients view life as one whole. They don't bifurcate this from that, from that, from that. And every one of them want to be the best parent and the best spouse that they can be. And so absolutely, Kurt, it is a joy to be able to delve into the P&L and the balance sheet and hiring practices and all those things, which we did, but also just to talk to a client and say, how's your soul today?
Yeah.
And talk about marriage issues and kid issues. So thank you for sharing those very kind words with me today.
Sure. Absolutely.